So I'll request Captain Sabbir Muhammad to come on the stage, please, because I was told to initially to call two of the speakers, and also Muhammad Abdullah Jahir of Deputy Country Manager of PSA International. Please come on the stage and take your seat. Okay, our second speaker is Captain Sabbir Mahmood. He's a Principal Officer of Mercantile Marine Department. I would like to give some introduction of Captain Sabbir. Has several years command experience. He was also Chief of Nautical Studies in Bangladesh Marine Academy prior joining this present post, which is a Principal Officer of Mercantile Marine Office, and also is a Registrar of Bangladesh Ships. Captain Sabbir Mahmood, the floor is yours, please. Thank you.
So good afternoon to all. So my today's presentation is mainly on investment opportunity in maritime clusters of Bangladesh. As a ship registrar and directly connected with Bangladesh shipping, I would like to focus mainly on the shipping and shipping businesses, what may be achieved to grow our economy. So to understand shipping, we must have the understanding of trade versus shipping. As you know, the more there is the trade, the more there is opportunity of shipping. And Bangladesh is having now the trade of goods around 143 billion US dollar, and export-import is 119 million tons of cargo, which is not very much in terms of the world trade, but still this has a significant amount, especially as per UNCTAD report, the Asian developing countries, they are having a very good control on the trade. Especially 50% of the world goods discharged in this developing Asia. So you understand that how impact is there. And 35% of the goods are loaded. That means we are exporting 35% and importing 50%. So, and in the terms of the total tonnage of the ship transported by the sea, that means seaborne cargo, actually 11 billion tons, and which is growing every year in a 3.2%. So to understand our position, actually, we have these two main flow of the cargo. One is export, which is fully depends on the container trade, manufactured goods, garments, products, all of this. Our export is mainly container based, and our import is mainly on the base of various commodities like grain, then coal, then bulk, liquid. You have seen the oils, product oil, all those things. So in the container, actually you can see we have the export is 1.89 million tons. We have import cargo, and we have export cargo is only 7.83. But as the manufactured goods is value is higher, so what the freight we are handling, it is nearly actually 40 to 45% in the container trade. So in the container trade, we have the export of about 1.2 million TEUs export, and about 0.7 to 0.8 million TEUs is the import. And the freight actually we are paying to do this, for the export freight is 2 billion, and for the import freight is nearly 1 billion. So altogether in the container sector, we have 3 billion freight market, and we have a very small share in it, which our honorable guest of today, he mentioned that actually we have a law of 50% cargo has to be taken by Bangladesh flagship. Actually, as this is a very competitive market in the container trade, it is a very restricted and competitive. So in this trade, actually, we are very new. That's why we need to give some protection in this trade. And we are coming up with our container fleet, which I will show in the next slides. And in the bulk carrier, The amount is more, but the cargo transportation cost is not too much. That value of the cargo also not that much. So transportation cost is that 4.15 billion US dollar. So in fact, nearly same, though the amount of or tonnage of export is less than the tonnage of import, but the freight market is nearly 60-40. So now what is the maritime cluster? Actually, the cluster means all the geographical concentration of similar or related maritime companies. And the issues or main purpose of this cluster is to actually companies share secrets, collaborate, innovation, and ride the waves of prosperity together. There is the 4 main points of cluster: ports, then logistics support, shipping, and maritime services. So mainly I will speak about shipping and maritime services, as port and logistics support also can be discussed in another issues. So in the shipping cluster, actually from the building to scrapping, everywhere we have a contribution and participation, though in the different level of our participation. You can see that in shipbuilding, actually China, Korea, Japan, they are the leaders, while the ship recycling, Bangladesh, India, Pakistan are the leaders. So in between there are 2 important things. One is ownership and registration, those who are owning and registering the ships, and another one is operating the ships. So actually there is a little bit differences, maybe the ship building and ship owning in one country, but registration in different countries. But still, the Japan has a balance in the building and owning, but others having a big difference. That means Japan's shipbuilding is depend on their owning, whereas other shipbuilding actually not 100% depending on their ship owning. So here also you can see over half of the world fleet tonnage in deadweight owned by Asian companies. That means whoever is having the cargo, he has have the priority to get the ships and control of the trade. And every year we have an increase of 70 million deadweight. Nearly the amount of ship is 2,000 to 3,000 ships increasing every year. Of course, the types of ships and demand of the type of ships is changing. So what is the situation of Bangladesh? Initially, we were in a very small position, but in just this month, first time of our history in Bangladesh, we have achieved the 100 numbers of ship. That is a very proud moment for us, actually. And you can see our growth rate. If we follow in this growth rate, we hope we can achieve 200 ship by 2028, inshallah. And what is the position of our shipping? In the world tonnage, actually, we have, though very small number, still 0.3% of the global tonnage we carry, but we have some special positioning, especially growth of the shipping. We are in the 8th position of the global growth, which is about 8.2%. You have seen the normal, our shipping growth is 3.2, but in Bangladesh, we have a growth of 8.2%, which is actually in a leading position. And in the ship registration, we are about in the 30th position of the world. And ship owning, we are about 35th position. And another one is very important milestone for us, that our ship's average size is bigger. We have now nearly 49,000 deadweight ton of ship, every ship. So average ship's size are getting bigger. So these are our very important milestones. You can see the division of our ships. We have bulk carrier of 75 numbers, oil tanker 7, chemical tanker 6, LPG carrier 3, and container carrier 9. Even before 4 years, we don't have that much diversification of the fleets. And we are going to have more diversification. We are having to have mother LNG carriers and new, as you know, decarbonization is coming. So our ship owners are leading to buy a lot of LNG fuel ships. So we are actually following the trend of international and IMO requirements. And among these, what is the features of us? That our new build ship was 9, and first time in the world actually in this Bangladesh history, beside Bangladesh Shipping Corporation, private ship owners are also giving order to the developed country. Still now in the China, Korea, and Japan, in Bangladesh flagship is under construction. The mother LNG carrier in Japan and Korea is under construction. And our below 10 years of ship is about 26 numbers, which is rising up. And all specialized ship is 25. That is last 4 years we have achieved. Our average fleet size is 16 years. And we have Panamax bulk carrier, which is more than 60,000, is 16 number. And we have Aframax tanker 1. Total investment is $2 billion US, and approximate yearly earning from the freight is $500 million US. So that which our guest speaker told that we have a Flag Vessel Protection Act, 50% cargo has to be carried. Yes, we don't have the capacity now to carry that 50%. We have the capacity only 10 to 15%, and as the ship owning is increasing, our capacity is also increasing. We are now 20 to 25% can carry, but if we want to carry 50%, only to carry our own cargo, we need 200 ships. So hope by 2028, when we get 200 ships, then nobody can blame us that we don't have the capacity to carry. We have the capacity, and the Flag Vessel Protection Act does not give the protection in the free market. There is a wrong conception. The protection has been given, but in a competitive rate and competitive freight market. Flag vessel will compete in the international market in the terms of freight. So there is no chance actually to mislead or misguide the community. So the free trade is there, but only if the same freight is there, we have to give priority to our own flag vessel. Though our more than 50% of the flag do not care for this Flag Vessel Protection Act, they are actually moving in the whole world, even not bother to carry Bangladesh cargo. And our coastal shipping also increased very fast. We have 91 new build coastal ship in last 3 years. Those all are class build ship. And with India, we have protocol. And very recent, 2 days before, our Prime Minister signed the BIMSTEC coastal agreement, by which actually from now in 7 coastal states, we don't need any protocol. Directly our coastal ship can go. And in the coastal ship also, we have raised the size. We have highest, the size is 5,000 deadweight ship, and others 4,000, 3,500. And also there is also various diversification of the ships.
Mr. Speaker, you have 1 more minute to go, please.
Okay, so our shipbuilding also growing very fast, though it is very small amount, and mainly focused on the coastal and inland shipbuilding. And if we can achieve even 1% of the market share of the shipbuilding, we can achieve $4 billion US. And what are the clusters actually we can have? So you can see that with the ship, there are a lot of other expenditure. So from that expenditure, actually, we have now 100% capacity of seafarers, and the 50% capacity of repair, maintenance, supply, but we don't have the capacity of insurance, P&A club, or Louvel, or those sectors. Even we have 0 capacity of docking of our ships. So those capacity, if we are increasing, our earning will be retained by our country. So what are the services actually? You can see the blue one, those we have the capacity, and the pink one, we don't have single capacity. We have no expertise of those level on the chartering, ship brokering, cargo broker, P&A club, insurance broker. So as the ships are increasing, we have the prospect of all those sectors to work on it so that we can have achieve of those things. So if you see this, the last slide of mine, that Greek is the highest ship owning nation in the world. They have the 17.4% of global ship owning. And out of that 17.4% ship owning, they earn 16 billion annually, whereas UK is having only 2.6% of global ship owning, but they earn 37 billion US dollar annually. And there are more than 500,000 jobs UK created, whereas Greece has created 250,000 jobs. Why? Because the UK is having a lot of intellectual services by which they are earning more than the ship owning. And those services come from the maritime clusters. That's my point. So we have to follow what are the clusters we have and how to get the money within us from those clusters. So that's the thing. The Bangladesh shipping industry has the potential to be an even greater engine for the national economy. Investing in maritime clusters and fostering collaboration is crucial to unlocking this potential and securing a prosperous future for the industry. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Thank you, Captain Sabbir Mahmood, for your excellent deliberation on investment opportunities in maritime cluster of Bangladesh.